Welcome to our new show, Sweet Addiction.
In our first episode, we're headed to duck hunt in Arkansas with Ben and Kelsey from Bass Pro. You're watching Sweet Addiction. Sweet Addiction. Sweet Addiction. You're watching Sweet Addiction. Sweet Addiction.
This is backwoods, real, hardcore hunting that shows you what it takes to be successful in the woods.
Almost big enough for getting bigger.
Our show is dedicated to the drive and need to experience the outdoors, not once, twice, or 3 times a week, but every day of the season.
Sweet Addiction starts now.
This is our Sweet Addiction. Well, when I first met Rocky, I knew he was a really big hunter of really pretty much everything, but really passionate about duck hunting.
I grew up as a little kid duck hunting all the time, and we deer hunted probably just as hard as we duck hunted, but as I got older, you know, duck hunting became one of my number ones, and I was obsessed with it. And I met Jamie, and she kind of brought along the whole deer hunting, turkey hunting back into my life, which, you know, is a lot more fun to manage and stuff for your wildlife, and that's why I've kind of leaned towards the deer and turkeys more lately. So it's been a lot of fun together to, you know, share everything that I've learned in my life and get to hunt with Jamie and see all her reactions. It's been a blast.
Learning to duck hunt with Rocky and being around that, you know, before we got married, I really hadn't done a whole lot of hunting, period, and duck hunting is just so different from anything else. It's more of a group sport, I guess you could say. A bunch of people in the blind, you know, we'd go hunting with like 8 to 10 guys, and it was kind of overwhelming at first, but Rocky's a good teacher and kind of caught on pretty quick. It's a lot of fun waterfowling, and he actually loves bringing new people into it.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest things, is to take people, introduce them to the sport and see their reaction. I love it.
And what we're going to show y'all right now is a duck hunt.
I got both guns in here. Headed to Arkansas. Gonna take Bass Pro with us. Next generation, Ben Weddington and Kelsey are gonna go. So she's coming from Kansas. First time to chase a duck.
Since this is your first duck hunt, you know, I want it to be a really good one. And I grew up with these guys, and they taught me everything I know about duck hunting. I'd come over back in high school and middle school, these guys would take me duck hunting. Now, the cool thing about hunting with Rocky and these guys is, it's a family deal.
You know, like I said a little bit earlier, duck hunting is really a lot kind of a social sport. Can be a bunch of people in the blind. Like that day that Ben and Kelsey came with us, it was me and Rocky and his brother and Rocky's dad, and then Ben and Kelsey joined us. So it's usually a lot of fun. You get to talk and kind of goof off, you know, in between shooting the ducks. So it's kind of a different way to hunt.
Spoiling me. Every time I think about duck hunting, I think about bacon. It's not bacon.
Well, when I first started duck hunting, you know, it's pretty intimidating because you got like 8 guys down from you and they're all pulled up and shooting, and heck, by the time I usually got my gun up, it was all over with. And Kelsey was kind of the same way. When she came, she was a little bit shy, and I don't even think she shot the first group of ducks that came in.
Here it goes, here it goes.
We're waiting on you.
I did not shoot. It was not me.
So Rocky's been duck calling pretty much since he could walk, and it's kind of second nature to him, and he's gotten pretty good at it. And on this hunt, he actually landed a few on the water.
Look, on the water, Kelsey, on the water.
Get your gun. Kelsey, get ready. We actually flushed the bird and got it up, and Kelsey got to whack one right out there in front of us.
All right, you see it, Kelsey? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna shoot and get it up. You ready?
Shoot in there.
Yeah, ready? Nice. Nice.
Thank you.
That's awesome. There you go.
Got one.
She's definitely a good shot. Well, the ducks were working real good that morning, and Kelsey did finally shoot with us. She got a double on her first time out, so that's pretty good. Good.
Old Browning, Winchester Supremes. No match for these ducks.
Sweet Addiction Television is brought to you by these fine sponsors: Hunter's Health, nutrition for the human herd; Dirt Road Jeans, if you can't get in the woods, get in our jeans; Dead Tech, every hunt counts; Sweet Addiction Apparel, join the team, feed your addiction; Buck Gardner Calls, champion of champions; Sitting Hawk, experience the difference; Black Fork Custom Coatings, specialists in water transfer printing and hydro graphics; Burt Coyote Luminoc Lighted Aeronauts; and Invite Extreme Wildlife Systems. Make 'em thrive 365. We would also like to thank our great hometown sponsors.
Rocky and I, you know, we hunt as a team and we do everything when we hunt together. So if he's not running the camera, I usually am, and it's usually only one of us in the screen. So it was really cool on that day because, you know, Sweet Addiction teamed up with Bass Pro's Next Gen and they brought their camera guys. So he and I both got to hunt that day.
All right, get him, get him, get him.
Everybody calls this trash duck, but that is a pretty shovel.
Well, one group came in and we all shot and we thought it was over, and Rocky had waited till a couple of ducks passed just perfect together and shot 2 in 1 shot. So it's a pretty good shooting, babe.
Oh, smoked them both. Got them both.
Over in Arkansas where we hunt, you know, there's many ways you can go. You can go out in the field where you get all muddy, or you can go in several of the blinds that they've got over there where they actually have kitchens in them. So you get to eat breakfast while you're hunting, kind of Cadillac style hunting, and that's what we did on that day, and I think Ben and Kelsey really enjoyed coming with us.
Shoot the 2 coming over.
Pretty green one.
Well, Rocky's brother shot a duck, and it actually fell so close to the camera guy we thought we might lose Eric.
Well, as a big duck hunter, you always love bringing your dog. Well, Brute and T came with us on that hunt, and they had their work cut out for them. We had a real good day in the blind. And ducks were falling everywhere, and we got to watch them work a lot.
Whacking and stacking, boys.
Well, I grew up hunting out there on the fields, and we've kind of gotten into doing the timber hunting, and it's hard to go back to those fields. That timber hunting is awesome. but when they come down through that timber and come right in your face, you just can't beat it.
Okay. Shoot his back, shoot.
Man, you just can't beat the timber. You're in a blind, you're staying dry, you ride in on a boat, and you get some awesome hunting. It's really not a deep timber hunt that we did, but we were out on some buckbrush, and man, the birds really worked great, and a lot of shooting, a lot of fun. Everybody had a great time.
Rocky and I are all about bringing new people into the sport and introducing them to something they haven't done before, like Kelsey and duck hunting, and I think she's hooked, and that's what Sweet Addiction is all about.